Helen! Oh my goodness, you're here.
Yes, well, you did remind me 4 times to be here, Casper.
Yes, well, I didn't know whether you'd be able to, Well, come on! Down here! This is what I wanted to show you!
They really did a lot with a limited construct, which I thought really was a reflection of the creativity that was reflected in the piece. It really, from the very opening credits, you saw a really great sense of style and creativity in the construction of the piece, and a really great balance of what you would have, which you would expect to be typical sci-fi elements, with a nice sense of humor that I thought really gave the piece a sense of personality that worked quite well. It was carried by the 2 leads, so I thought had a very unnatural dynamic, both in terms of comedic timing and drama towards the later portions of the piece when they moved from the opening teleporter conceit. I thought they reflected a different range of emotions in the closer sequences in the bar, and towards the end I thought worked quite well. And I thought the music as well gave the piece a very sort of big picture blockbuster type of feel that I thought worked well with trying to match the grounded reality of the piece and the sort of the big picture sci-fi themes that you have to pull off without the benefit of a huge budget.
I think it's an interesting look at relationships and how we get into them and how we cultivate these relationships and like kind of hang on to them sometimes and try to make them something when they're not. I think this is a really likable character, and I think you build her up in a way that's really enticing to watch, and it's what she goes through in this piece is so relatable that you can't help but like what's going on. I think it was acted out really well. I think the pacing of this was great. You go through the entire time just really empathizing with this main character and watching what's happening to her. And overall, it was a really great piece. I think pacing and tonally, it was really well done.
We have our leading lad, and he has created this teleportation device, which I believe the art department does a really great job in creating this device that can be believable. It's clunky, it's big, it's kind of the foot of its own joke. That just adds a good elemental piece into the story. We have this friendship that has this potential to turn into something more, only for us to realize that she's not actually interested in him in that way, and actually uses this device to her advantage. And it's kind of a slap to the face of our leading lad here. He has feelings for her, they're unrequited, and she's using this opportunity to be with the person she actually wants to be with.
The actors did such a great job with, especially the female, with her reaction to what was happening, because it wasn't over the top, but it was like, to me, it was just spot on. And the main lead, the guy, his character was well done. I like the lightness of the opening music. Just, it was kind of light, but got more intense as we went, along. And I really liked the build up there. Really like the writing. I feel like there weren't any holes. It's kind of like when you do a traveling in time. This wasn't as detailed because it was teleporting from one place to another, but it still had some things in it that could be potential, holes left with the audience. But I thought this was written very well and very well presented and done. I like the line where she says, "Yeah, just contemplating what life decisions have brought me to this point." Just made me laugh out loud on that. I thought it was a fun dynamic between the 2 leads. It kept us intrigued. And then when we were introduced to the other girl character, it seemed kind of out of nowhere, but it made sense, after we got more involved and could see where this was headed. And I really liked it a lot. I mean, even the part where she wants to go to Scotland to see this guy, I just thought it wasn't too unrealistic, in other words. So all of the actors, I thought, were really solid in their characters and their choices, and and the writing was really great so that you could see that this would actually be something that would happen. I love that sort of what's a normal romantic moment in the movie becoming, not so romantic when she turns him down. So that was really cute, and that he finds love at the end.